guys, welcome back to the Almost Vegan Mommy. Today I'm going to show you a quick, well actually not quick, it has to bake for like 90 minutes, but a scalloped potato recipe that is vegan. We're going to start by melting roughly 4 tablespoons of Earth Balance butter. And the original recipe, which I got off of Pinterest, I'll put the link in the description to the recipe, credit where credit is due. It calls for 4 tablespoons of flour, but I don't feel like doing that and I don't trust flour to thicken enough. So I have 2 teaspoons of arrowroot powder and a little bit of water that I'm going to add into this melted butter. I'm also slicing some Yukon Gold potatoes, about that thick, to stagger and layer them in my baking dish. The original recipe calls for russets, but I like Yukon Golds more. So almost immediately after putting the arrowroot powder in there, I added 2 cups of organic soy milk. Stand by right here. The original recipe calls for almond milk. Once again, I don't like that nutty taste. I like it to be as close to the real thing as possible. But I'm only doing 2 cups instead of 3. And also what I like about using the arrowroot powder is because I can add more if it's not thick enough. Unlike flour, you know, it's really hard to tell how much you need. And we're going to bring this back up to a boil. I have all my potatoes stacked and lined up. Not completely perfect, but whatever. It'll bake just the same. We're going to pour this sauce after it thickens up and cooks a little more. We're going to pour it on top of the potatoes. I need to add some sea salt in here. I personally think maybe some ground cashews. I'm all about cashews. Would bring out a really rich, savory flavor in this, you know, in replacement of some Parmesan cheese. Like maybe even sprinkle on top. You know what? Gosh dang it, I am going to do that. I am going to ground some cashews and put it on top of this bad boy. I'm a genius. When cheese is away, don't be afraid to salt away. Your salt comes out to play. Yeah, buddy. Looks like Parmesan cheese, but so much better for you. What I love about cashews is they are so versatile. I will go to Kroger and fill this bad boy up, and I'll use it for like 3 recipes. I'll use it in replacement for Parmesan cheese, to top it on top of the scalloped potatoes. What happened? The ground? Alright, I'm going to pour the sauce on top of these scalloped potatoes. You can see just how thick and creamy it is. The recipe calls for more potatoes than I used, so the sauce I'm probably going to have extra. I'm just going to lather it up though. Maybe leave a little extra, maybe not, who knows. I mean, this definitely isn't extremely healthy by any means. You got all those saturated fats from, I don't know, what's the difference between trans fat and saturated fat? If y'all know, tell me in the comments, but it's definitely not healthy. But y'all, this beats any day of the week eating a traditional scalloped potato with the heavy cream and the Parmesan. I mean, you just think of all the cholesterol and sodium that goes into that. We are doing organic, soy-based scalloped potato here. You know, you got the nutrients I'm going to put on top from the cashews. I mean, you can't beat that. This is almost guilt-free eating right now. I mean, good Lord, y'all, look at how delicious that looks. And we haven't even baked it yet. That was maybe 1/4 cup of cashews ground up, and it is just covering that thing. It's going to add so much more flavor. So from here, y'all, it's pretty simple. We're going to cover this with tin foil, and at 350 degrees, we're going to bake it for 30 minutes. Then we're going to take the tin foil off and bake it for another 60 minutes. So make sure you give yourself adequate time for this to cook. And there we have it, y'all. Look at how beautiful these vegan scalloped potatoes are. I mean, it seriously looks like it's topped with cheese, but that is just the melted cashews with the vegan cheese, the vegan cheese sauce that I made. But y'all, this looks amazing. I'm going to let it rest for about 10 minutes before I dig right in. I definitely should have put tin foil for a liner because I got a lot of cleanup to do. Wasn't even thinking. But now I'm going to go put these maniacs to bed. Happy eating.